Hello, hello, hello. This is Karen, Coach KG Gilliam, here to share with you. Oh my goodness. I just didn't pay attention. I wasn't aware until I went to hit the end broadcast button and it said go live. And I know I hit the live button and I don't know what happened. So no wonder I didn't see anybody here. I was on at 11 o'clock. I promise. I just had a whole rehearsal of today's session. So I'm going to do it again. Yes, I am. Because as I started it before, this is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we're glad to be in it. So no matter, I have had challenge after challenge after challenge today. I appreciate you coming on now when it was supposed to be an hour and a half ago. But no matter, you are here now. And whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, this is Turn It Up Thursday, your Friday Eve live. I now see it. I have one person who's watching. And so when you come in, please do put in the comments who you are, where you're viewing from. Don't forget to share so others can see this personal development session. And we are working through the book by John Maxwell, Putting Your Dream to the Test. So there's Miss Martha. See, I knew I should have known right from the start, Miss Martha, that something was wrong because I didn't see you. But I don't know what happened. I really don't. It has been glitch after glitch today. And just like I did in my the first session that wasn't live, when I came back home after running my errand, I had to go and get something that is very near and dear to me. When I feel like I need a little comfort, that I just need a little pick me up, and look at the mug I put it in, Dream Big. It's hot chocolate. It's hot cocoa. And I'm not talking about hot cocoa that comes out of a packet. No, 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 no. This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. I used milk and half, unsweetened cocoa, only about a teaspoon of sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips. I also put in there a teaspoon of instant coffee granules. And what else? Oh, a little vanilla. And if you really want to intensify that chocolate, put in about just a pinch of salt and then heat that up. And it's still warm. It was much warmer when I was on my first session, but it's still warm. So I needed this today, and I needed to see you today. So I apologize that it wasn't earlier, and I apologize for the practice session I did. But you are here now and you're live. And if you aren't, it's okay. If you're watching the replay, glad to have you. I am your host and coach, Karen, Coach KG Gilliam. And today we are tackling question number 2 of the vision of the dream test, not the vision test, the dream test. And let me just explain for those who are new or haven't done the dream test yet. Dr. Maxwell created a dream test so we could see how much of a chance we have of our dream coming true. And so there are 10 questions with 3 statements that follow each question that you answer true or false. Now, once you've completed it, if majority of your answers are true, he says that it is more than likely you will succeed in your dream coming true. He said, but if you found yourself having to answer false to some of the statements, then what he has done is each question is a correlated chapter in the book where he goes in detail about it. So at the end of each chapter is success work for you to do in order to turn those false into true so you have a better chance of your dreams coming true. So today we are talking about the clarity question from the dream test. Do I see clearly my dream? Do I see clearly my dream? Now, usually on my desk, I have, and you've seen me wear those rose colored glasses. You don't want rose colored glasses when it comes to your dream. And I'm going to share with you some specifics that Dr. Maxwell gives in his book about clarifying your dream. So he starts out by saying that if you don't have clarity about your dream, you have nothing. And that actually came from Mike Wyatt, who was and is now, I believe, still with when this book was written, and now the CEO and president of Thomas Nelson Incorporated. They are a publishing company. And so he actually said that. And if you have clear vision, you will eventually attract the right strategy. If you don't have a clear vision of your dream, no strategy will save you. So you could have the strategy, but if you don't have a clear vision, your strategy is useless. Oh, Miss Martha says she's received her book on Monday. Yay! I'm glad to hear that, Miss Martha. So you can follow along with me in chapter 2. Now, Mike Hyatt worked at Thomas Nelson Incorporated, but he was an associate publisher. And then the person that was at the top, the CEO, president, quit unexpectedly. And it was Mike who then went into that position. So he had to get a clear picture of his dream, and he did create a vision statement. Now, the vision statement in his vision statement is very detailed, which I suggest you do. But if you wanted to articulate your dream, you could do a mission statement. And this is not in the book, this is my experience. A mission statement to identify who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and why. Okay? So, but you having this vision statement, as Mike outlined here in the book, is a great idea. Is your dream in focus? Do you need to put on glasses? Do you need to get them adjusted? Do you need a magnifying glass? Do you need to adjust like the mirrors in your car to get your dream in focus? I'm not talking about the pie in the sky. We are talking about a specific dream that you have. So, if you want to accomplish a dream, you will only be able to do so when you see it clearly. Hello there, Phyllis Weaver. Oh, it has been a while, and I'm so glad you are here. Happy New Year to you. And yes, she is here from Hampton, Virginia. Miss Martha is here from Woodbridge, Virginia. So you see, East Coast and the West Coast with me are in the house. All right. So I'm going to go through the specifics of how to see your dream clearly, according to the book, and add a few other things. Now, if you have not taken the dream test, please do contact me or even put it in the comments right there on the social media platform that you're on and say, I would like the dream test. Okay. So, and then if you've already done the dream test, but you have some false answers to the statements pertaining to question number 2, then we got to make sure that you have the success work that Dr. Maxwell gives to help you. So just say, Coach KG, I need that success work for chapter 2. My sister, my best friend from the East Coast, Patricia Silas, is in the house. And look at this, Virginia, y'all just tearing it up. All right, Patricia, I'll get that dream test to you. But look at this, all of you that I can see in the comments are from Virginia. Some others of you may be from other places that I just can't see you right now. But right now, Virginia is in the house. All right. Okay, so the first specific in bringing, Phyllis, I will get that to you as well. Getting your dream to be a goal is by adding details. So number 1 is a clear dream makes a general idea very specific. You're welcome, Phyllis and Patricia. All right. A clear dream. Now, like I said, I'm not talking about the pie in the sky. I'm talking about a clear dream. So let me give you a few examples. Let's say you have a general idea of wanting to lose weight. That's general. There's no specifics to it. But if you wanted to make it specific and more of a goal, taking it from a dream to a goal, you would say, I will weigh 185 pounds by June 1st. See the difference? Or here's another example. I usually talk about the 3 things I know people are looking for. You have a general idea that you want to be out of debt. You want to rid yourself of debt. Well, just saying I want to get out of debt is too general. You have to be specific. So here is an example of a specific goal as it pertains to your dream. I will pay off all credit card balances by December 31st. Specific. One more example. I need to improve my leadership because most of the people that I talk to, I work with, are in some form of leadership. Okay? So just by saying I need to improve my leadership is too general. But if you said, I will read 1 leadership book every month, that is specific. The goal moves you toward action. Absolutely, Phyllis. Absolutely. The dream gives you a vision but the goal moves you to action. And that is the only way the dream will come true, is through vision and action. So, being specific. Now let me clarify this. Being specific doesn't necessarily mean you have to know every detail of how you're going to get it done. No, it doesn't. But if you're going in the right direction, all of the other things are going to come to you. All right. Now, number 2 is a clear dream. Remember, we're talking about clarity. A clear dream doesn't become clear without effort. Absolutely, Patricia. It is specific and action. You must take a step. You must execute. Absolutely. So here's this one: without effort. It takes great effort to set your mind to the task of developing a clear and compelling dream. And that, can I tell you, that's where most people stop. It is almost like, yeah, I got a dream. And then they don't do anything else. But they keep talking about their dream, and they keep talking about the dream, but they haven't put forth the effort. So your dream, in all dreamers, is rooted in you. It's based on your experiences, your circumstances, your talents, your gifts, the opportunities. But here are some things I want you that sets you apart from other dreamers that just merely think about and daydream and talk about their dream. What are you feeling? All right, this is effort. This takes effort. What are you feeling? So an extension of that would be, what are my emotions telling me? See, you're going to have some emotions about your dream. You're going to have feelings. What are they telling you? Write them down. Number 2, what am I sensing? We as believers have Holy Spirit within us. So what is the Holy Spirit telling you? Or intuition telling you? What are you sensing? Number 3, what am I seeing? Look around you. What are you seeing? What are you looking at? That's very important. This is the effort that you're putting forth. What am I hearing? What do you hear others say about, maybe they have the same dream as you, but not exactly, because I believe all dreams are authentic to the person. They may do something similar, but it may not be exactly what you're doing. But what do you hear other people saying? And then what are you thinking? Up here, your intellect and common sense, even though common sense today isn't very common. Let me just say that. But what are you thinking? If what those things are doing right there, the feelings, the sensing, the seeing, the hearing, the thinking, if you could get a good sense of where you are, what you know, and what you want, that's clarifying the dream. All right? Now, number 3, a clear dream affirms your purpose. Your dream should align with the purpose that God put into you. You've heard me say, be in alignment with your assignment. So, because a person's dream and purpose is intertwined, God designed us to want to do what we are capable of doing. Yes, He did. So, Dr. Maxwell said, in his effort to clarify my dream, I discovered that the more clearly I saw my dream, the more clearly I was able to see my purpose. Would you agree? Would you agree? Number 4, a clear dream determines your priorities. Now, let me just say, you could have a dream, you could have specifics about that dream, you can have a goal, but we live in this day-to-day life. And how many of you know day-to-day life can change your priorities? Now, let me tell you also that everything is not a priority. You might think it is, but it is not. And one thing that I was taught was to ask myself, is this taking me to my goal? Is this taking me to my goal? And my mentor at that time said, if you answer no, you have to evaluate right at that moment. Evaluate. Do I continue to do it? Can I delegate it? Or can I just dump it? Can I reschedule it? Because I am clearly working on my goal. Now, I'm not saying give up thing. No, let me spit it out. I'm not saying you have to give up everything. But priorities should come first. Everything else comes after priorities. Well, my family is a priority. Yes. Is your family going to get you to the goal? That doesn't mean neglect your family. That just means do what you can toward your goal and then focus on your family. I'm talking about your day-to-day. All right. I still believe that God is first, family second, careers third. In that order, everything works. Out of that order, nothing works. All right. So clarity of vision creates clarity of priorities. Number 5, a clear dream gives direction and motivation to those that support you. If you have employees or you have a team that you work with, it's important as the leader that you have clarity so those that follow or come alongside of you aren't confused. So people won't stay the course if they cannot see it. This is leadership talk now. And if you're in a leadership position, if you have not conveyed the vision clearly, they're just going to fall off to the wayside because they don't understand it. So you must be specific, and a good leader will always ask questions, open-ended questions. Is there any part of this vision that is not clear to anyone? And then I used to always say, don't be afraid to ask, because I promise someone else is thinking it, but you are brave enough to say it. And usually then you get a hand raised. All right, so that's leadership. So You must see it, talking about your dream, to seize it. Coming on a t-shirt real soon. You must see it in order to seize it. And so the t-shirt will probably say, I see it, therefore I seize it. Woo! Look, be on the lookout, I tell you. Only those who can see the dream will be able to seize the dream. All right. So this is my success work, and it's sort of the same from Dr. Maxwell, but this is something I have done, and you've heard me, I've shared this before, about writing a letter to yourself describing a perfect day. What do I mean by that? Who are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Where are you? Where are you living? What are you living in? What are you driving? How are you making a difference in the lives of others? And what legacy are you leaving for your loved ones? So my mentor had me do that. And she said, be very specific. You're dreaming, but you're going to be specific in the dreams because you're taking that dream to a vision and that vision to a goal. So when I was finished the letter, I was to make a copy of it and send it to her. I also was supposed to mail it to myself. I mean, actually fold it up, put it in the envelope, address it to myself, put a stamp on it, and mail it. When it came in the mail, she told me to circle the postmark. And she said, you can review it a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And she said to me, half of what, at least half of what you put in that letter will come true. She told me to put the letter sealed until the 1 year where I would see it every day. Just make sure I focused on it. But my mind knew what it was. And it's your mind that gives you the strategies, the how in pursuing your dream. You have to see it to seize it. All right? So that is chapter 2. Dr. Maxwell has you begin by writing a detailed description of your dream. And then there's some things that he wants you to do with that. So whether you do, what I suggested or what you do with Dr. Maxwell, it's sort of related. That if you answered false to any of the statements in question 2, which is chapter 2, then you want to do the success work so you can turn those false statements to true, because that betters your chances of your dream coming true. Yes, yes. So that is it for today. Again, thank you so much for being understanding. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my hot chocolate because it is still warm and it just feels good going down. This is comfort for me. And when it's been already a crazy day, I needed this. I just needed this. But I thought how appropriate that I chose the Dream Big mug to put it in. All right. So next week is chapter 3, which is question 3 in the dream test. Patricia, Phyllis, I will send those the dream test to you, and we'll deal with the reality question. And the reality question is, am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dream? Okay. And then as I close, as you can see, I'm very passionate about this. You come to my house and there's dream everywhere. Even over my bed, there's a big word art that says dream. Because see, I'm already living what I've dreamt about. Now, it came a way I didn't think it would, but I am living in my dream. But the dream is not done. And I too am going through these same motions. So the vision, the dream can become the vision, and the vision become the goal. And I know in order to see it, I'll seize it when I see it. So that's why I'm passionate about it, because I know it works. I know it works. And it's not up to us to know how is it going to happen. For those of you that are analytical and detail oriented, I am not that. I know how to be detailed if I have to be, but I have what's called childlike faith. Childlike faith. I believe it, and so be it. And nothing is going to shake me or rattle me. That's right. God knows, Patricia. That's right. Only God knows. But I know if I keep taking the steps forward in the direction, I don't look to the right, I don't look to the left, but I stay the course. I stay focused, follow one course until successful, then all of my dream will come true. Not the pie in the sky when I die, on the ground while I'm still around. So this is your host and coach, Karen, Coach KG Gilliam from the Pacific Northwest. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to read your comments, and I'll get those tests out to people that are requesting the test. And I will see you back here next week to what? Turn it up. Because when we turn it up, like our song that's playing in the car, or turn up the heat because we're cold, it's to a level that moves us. All right? Take care, everybody. Love ya.